my name's Carrie. I'm an account executive at Zendesk, and today I'm going to show you how you can leverage Zendesk Sell. Starting with our main dashboard. So I've customized my dashboard to include some of the key things that I need to start my day. On the left, you'll see my tasks. These are my different to-dos that I need to accomplish today. Every task is directly tied to a contact, deal being worked, or an account. And then in the middle here, I'm able to see all my appointments that I have for the day. Since Sell is synced with any email provider you're using, your appointments will automatically get pulled in. So I can see I have a meeting with Tom at 2:30 and a forecast call at 3 o'clock today. And then on the right-hand side, I'm able to see all of my new leads. Now, these are my leads that filled out a form on my website to get more information. So I want to be sure I reach out right away. On my dashboard, I also have the ability to pull in any reports and customize it however I'd like. Just by clicking this widget, I'm able to pull in anything that's important to me. Now, let's go back and dive into tasks. Zendesk Sell is focused on making your reps as efficient as possible, so we've created a task player that will quickly take your reps through each task. This way, they can spend less time in the CRM and more time on revenue-generating activities. So when I click into my tasks, I'm going to want to hit my task player right here. And you can see it's going to take me right to the task. Call Alex back to schedule a demo. And it's also going to take me to the lead card, as we call it. This is going to give you your 360-degree view of your prospect. So I can see this prospect is named Alex Smith. He's the VP of Marketing at Rocket House. And I can see all of his personal information on the left-hand side. I also can see he filled out a demo request form on my website, and that's automatically going to get pulled in. Now, in the middle here is going to be all communication that I'm having with Alex. Like I mentioned, Zendesk Sell directly syncs with your email provider. So all emails, calls, texts, notes, everything will be logged right in the middle. And on the right-hand side, you'll see any upcoming to-dos you have, as well as if you scroll down to the bottom, Zendesk Sell can integrate with any apps you're using as long as they have an open API or in our marketplace. So I've got my Shopify and QuickBooks app on here as well. Now, this task says to call Alex back today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press call, and I'm going to call him directly from my browser. So let's go ahead and call directly. Now, let's pretend that I had a conversation with Alex and he said, you know, Carrie, I filled out the form on your website, but I realized we don't have budget right now, so check back in 6 months. So what I can do is I can log that call. It's going to automatically record it for me, but then I'll put a little note, check back in 6 months. Now, rather than creating a deal right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw Alex in a nurture campaign sequence. Now, this nurture campaign sequence is it's a pre-built sequence I created, and it's going to keep Alex warm and thinking about us over the next 6 months. So I'll add him to the sequence right now. I'll say next. It's a 3-email sequence, and I'll go ahead and start the sequence. Now, this is going to increase the likelihood of him coming back when the timing is right. But as a rep, I don't have to worry about constantly sending him emails. It's going to automatically do that for me. All right, let's go ahead and get out of my task player right now and move on to smart lists. Now, as a sales rep, I know what it's like to spend so much time in a CRM trying to get data. So how we address this time-consuming issue is we created something called smart lists. I like to think of them as Excel sheets on steroids because a list allows you to pull in any information you want, but it's dynamic and is going to update in real time. Now, this smart list I've created is for leads that haven't responded to me. So I can see I've got my leads on here, the company, their status, and what sequence they're currently in. I can also pull in any other information I want. So maybe I want to see how long I've been waiting a response from them. Or maybe I want to see if I have any ongoing tasks. And like I mentioned, you can update these lists in real time. So maybe I wanted to add a task to call Amber. I have inline editing, so I can click right on here, put on a little task to call Amber. Let's schedule it for Friday, and I'll go ahead and add that task right away. So a really easy way to track communication and know what's going on with your leads. But after looking at this list, maybe I'm realizing I need some more prospects. I need some more leads to reach out to. So I'm going to use Zendesk Sales built-in prospecting tool to find some new leads. So let's put some filters on here. So I want to reach out to people in the United States. And I want to reach out to them in the automotive industry. That's my target industry. So I'm going to select some accounts. So let's do Jeep, Toyota, Edmunds, Porsche, and Mercedes. And then I want to find the people, so the prospects within these accounts. And let's pretend I sell HR software. I want to highlight the HR department. All right, so now it's automatically going to give me all of these leads that are in HR at these automotive companies. So I'll go ahead, select the ones I want, review the prospects, and I can automatically import them directly into the CRM. As soon as they're takes a minute or two, and as soon as they're pulled into Zendesk Sell, I'm able to automatically put them in email sequences and start reaching out. All right, the next thing I want to show you is our reporting. So we have a lot of great out-of-the-box reports that you can leverage from day one. So let's go ahead, click into our reports. It's going to take me to my funnel report. This is one of my favorites because it shows me how deals are progressing throughout the pipeline, and I really use it to identify any bottlenecks. So I can see my conversion rate is pretty good all the way up until I get to pricing. Once I get to pricing, my conversion rate drastically drops. So as a manager, this is either telling me that my pricing's too high, or maybe my reps need more training on really how to explain the ROI of our product. But it's a great way to understand what's going on with your business. And it's really easy to customize the dates or maybe your sources that you want to see, your deal source, so you can see your best source, but to see what's going on. And that leads me to my next point. I want to walk you through how easy it is to customize and administer Sell on a daily basis. So let's hop back over to our settings. Now, in most CRMs, you need a dedicated admin, but with our tool, we really designed it for the everyday user or sales rep to go in and configure it, which is really important to keep the TCO of your CRM really low. So let's say I wanted to go into my contacts and add a customize field. So let's go down. We're going to go to a customize contacts. And let's say I wanted to add a field for product interest. All I have to do is say add field, type in product interest, and I'm good to go. So very easy to use, very easy to administer. And we really want your reps spending less time in the CRM and more time on revenue generating activities. The last thing I want to bring up is you can do everything I showed you today within our mobile app. So let me go ahead and share my mobile app screen so you can take a look at it. One thing that's really critical about the adoption of your CRM and simplifying this entire process for your team is the ability to access all the information I showed you today from a mobile app. So whether your reps are out in the field or visiting a customer, they need to be able to quickly grab the information that's important to them. So calendar, Google Maps, and full communication functionality is built into our mobile app. Your inbox will be synced to this as well, so your reps don't have to go back and forth between their inbox and the tool. It's all going to be on one screen here. So if I'm a rep and want to click into my calendar to see what I've got going on for the day, I can see I have a proposal review call at 3 p.m. I'm able to click into it and get a quick snapshot of who I'm meeting with, the deal we're discussing, and any other information about this account. So let's click into Katie. And let's say I want to give Katie a quick call prior to the meeting. I'm able to call her directly with the app through my phone. And once the call ends, it'll prompt me to log the call. So I can quickly do that and move on for my day. And let's go back to the main dashboard. The last thing I want to show you is from a reporting perspective for management. So if I click into my reports, your managers can roll right out of bed and see how their teams are doing right from their phone. All the reports you have visibility into on your desktop, you can see right here. So I can see things like my forecast, total sales, and all of this is updating in real time. I don't have to go in here and customize anything. All right, well, this has been a really quick overview of how your team can use Sell on the Go. I mean, if you don't have the app already, I recommend starting a free trial and playing around with it. Thank you.